Good morning, students. Welcome to Junior Inter 2020-21 batch. I am your English lecturer. My name is G. Shanta Kumari. So this year I am going to teach you English. So first of all, in this first class, I would like to introduce the syllabus. So I'll share the syllabus on the screen. You please try to write the syllabus. So I'll explain one by one what topics you are going to have this year. So I'm going to explain you the syllabus. In English, you'll have prose, poetry, non-detail, and grammar. Usually prose, poetry, and non-detail question and answers you'll have for the 40 marks. The remaining grammar topics for the 60 marks. So you'll have more grammar topics in the first year. The second year, the syllabus is totally different, students. So in the prose contents, I'm going to explain you. Prose, you have 5 lessons. So I'll give you the brief description of each lesson. The first lesson is Letter to His Son's Teacher, written by Abraham Lincoln. So in this lesson, Abraham Lincoln wrote a letter to his son's teacher. The son is going to school for the first time. So he's a small boy and he advised the teacher how to instruct his son and how to look after his son. As a teacher, how to guide his son. It's a request to his son's teacher from Abraham Lincoln. Next lesson is She Conquered the Everest. So this is compiled by B. Saujanya. So she has reached the Everest mountain with a great willpower, as she is handicapped. So by she has been suffering without the losing some limbs, but even though she has conquered the Everest. It's a great inspirational lesson for you. This is your second prose lesson. And coming to third prose lesson, Digital Technologies. So written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and YV Rajan. So what is the need of technology in our daily life? So these are the days of technology, you know pretty well. So without technology, so we are illiterates today. So what is the need of technology? How we have to learn and how we have to use technology in our daily lives is a lesson which is written by APJ Abdul Kalam. He is a famous person, you know, he's a scientist. Next one is disaster management. Generally, we face many disasters in our daily life. And how to manage these disasters? How to decrease the loss when the disasters has come. This is compiled by Dr. A. Madhavi Lata. It's a very good lesson, great lesson. It teaches us how to overcome the disasters. And the last but not the least lesson, What Makes a Nation by C. Rajagopalachari. He's a great writer. What is the strength of a nation? How we have to build our nation? These are the important points in this lesson. So these are the 5 prose lessons. From these 5 prose lessons, we get 2 annotations and 2 question and answers. Basically for 16 marks. Each question carries 4 marks. Basically for 16 marks, we get 2 annotations and 2 question answers from this topic, from prose lessons. So we'll have a nice time while I'm teaching the prose lessons. Next, coming to poetry. Poetry means, you know, it's aesthetic. It will give an great pleasure when we read the poetry. So the first poem is Commonwealth of Bees. It's written by William Shakespeare. You know, he's the first best writer in English. William Shakespeare. He wrote a great poem for us. That's Commonwealth of Bees. It's abridged. It's a long poem, but it's abridged and given in a short form for us. It teaches us a great lesson how we have to and what we have to learn from bees. It's a great lesson we learn from bees here. Next one is This Is My Prayer to Thee, My Lord, written by Rabindranath Tagore. So he's a great motivational speaker and also a writer. And his prayer, how to pray to God, for what reasons we have to come to God, and what we ask to God, what must be our prayer, our daily prayer. So this is a nice poem, very interesting and very inspiring poem for us students. So this is our second poem. Then coming to our third poem, As I Grew Older. As I Grew Older. So this is the heart of a writer, Langston Hughes. So nicely, he'll have a dream, big dream. What I have to do when I grew older, what I have to achieve when I grew older. So what I could not see in the society, what I have to reach in the society. That is a heart desire of a writer, Langston Hughes, students. Body. It's written by K. Sivareddy and it's translated by M. Sridhar. This poem was written in Telugu actually. So, and it was translated to English by M. Sridhar. So, it's a very great poem. Body means here we mostly talk about the words, what they play in our lives. Words, the necessity of using words and how they play a role in our life. That is a very great poem, students. Last one is To a Student. This is a heart-burning situation what Kamala Vijayaratne, she has faced in the society. She is a Sri Lankan writer and she has seen a great wars and what they have brought into the lives of the students, how it made the life of a student, and he threw away the student into a darkness. And this is a great and very violent poem written by Kamala Vijayaratne. And these are the 5 poems we have for this year, students. And next, coming to a non-detailed text. So next, coming to non-detailed syllabus, students. These are the short stories. 5 stories were given in the syllabus. The first story is Engine Trouble. As a writer, R.K. Narayana, he narrated very interestingly as he won an engine in a lottery, how that engine brought different troubles in the life of Narayana, explained in a beautiful way. So, Engine Trouble, it's an interesting story. Definitely, I'll explain you. I'll make you enjoy the story. And the second one is The Last Leaf. It's written by O. Henry. Oh, it brings tears for us while we read this story because it's a very sad story, but we have a great lesson from this story. And next, coming to The Immaculate Child, written by Munish Premchand, translated by P.C. Guy. So, Immaculate Child is a story of a boy and about the society we face on those days and how a woman faced different problems in the society. All these things we find in this story. It's a very interesting story. We will have that nice time, students. Next one is Will He Come Home, written by P. Satyavati. You are a very well known person. This P. Satyavati is. She wrote a very good lesson in the 10th class English. I forgot my name. So what's my name? Is a story. And she wrote, will he come home? As her son did not come home on time one day, what are his feelings? What are the feelings of a mother? How she suffers when she could not see his son on time at home. How it brings a lot of worry in her life, and how she spent her one night, and the misery what she felt when when her son comes home late. It's a very interesting and suspense story, students. The suspense is still there like that in the story when we complete the story. And the last one is the informer. It's a one act play. Nicely in the classroom means we can enjoy the play. I'll make you to enact a play in the classroom. This is one actually. Bertolt Brecht is the writer of this informal story. It's a nice story of a mother, father, and a boy, young boy, and how they felt that their boy himself is an informer, and how they feel tense with the behavior of their boy. They misunderstood the behavior of their boy. So that is the story of the informer. These are the 5 stories, students. Actually, in our examinations, we will be given 3 stories, 3 questions from 3 lessons. One question we have to opt and write a elaborate story, and for that we get 8 marks, students. So for that we have to be very, very thorough with the story, students. At least we must learn all the stories. Right. Coming to grammar, it's so interesting, and we have many topics, and we can enjoy the grammar topics in the class like anything. And they're all very, very helpful topics. If you go for any further competitive examinations, for any exam, these topics are important. Even though it's a bank exam, B.Ed entrance exam, whatever it may be, for any jobs, railway jobs and staff selection jobs, all these topics are very, very important. You must be very, very thorough with these topics, students. So the first topic is parts of speech, and then articles, prepositions, sentence patterns, time, tense and aspects, modal auxiliaries, concord agreement of subject and verb, active and passive voice, reported speech, degrees of comparison, clause analysis and synthesis of sentences, question tags, phrasal verbs, correction of sentences. All nice, interesting topics, students. You can enjoy a lot. You get 60 marks from grammar and communication skills, students. You get 60 marks. So you must learn all these topics very, very thoroughly. I'll continue all the topics in my videos. You have to be curious. You have to be alert to follow all these topics in your daily classes, students. Next, coming to communication skills. Word power. We get all the glossary words from the back page of our lessons, prose and poetry lessons. So we can learn very good vocabulary from these words, and we have to answer the meanings from the word power. Introduction to sounds is the consonants, vowels, silent letters, syllables. All these topics we will have. I'll cover one by one. And then information transfer. From information transfer, we will have bar graphs, pie charts, and then table, writing of tables, and then flow charts and route maps. All these topics will have from the information transfer. Next, communicating the better means writing dialogue. So we have to learn how to write the dialogues from this topic. And after that, we have a key and model question paper. And this is the index in our textbook, junior intermediate textbook. All these are the different and interesting topics we'll have, and this paper for 100 marks. We must have to answer this 100 marks paper, students. With the grace of God and with the help of God, I'll complete all the topics, and we'll have a nice time, nice, interesting classes we are going to have. Don't miss the classes. English classes are really very interesting to you, because English language is a very, very important language. It's a window of the world. You can see all the world through the window. That is the only English. Internationally important language it is. You should not neglect English. You can enjoy the classes, all the stories of prose and all the non-detail, and so interesting, students. Next, I'll meet you in the next class. And please write down the syllabus in the first page of your English notes. You please, all of you, keep fresh and new English notebooks. Every day I'll explain you the topics. You have to write in the notebook. You have to maintain notebook. Whenever you come to college, I'll check your notebook, students. So please be thorough and be attentive and be interestingly be sitting in the classes. And not only once and twice or thrice you have to listen to the class, students, because you'll have a better understanding if you come twice or thrice to the class, students. So this is our first class from English subject, and from tomorrow onwards we will have the every day you'll have one class, students. You can enjoy the class. I hope you understood the syllabus for the junior intermediate, and you can enjoy the syllabus. You can very easily you can follow the syllabus, students. Have a nice day, and meet you in the next class. Bye, students.